in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Only a couple there. It's going to be brought down about the 28.
Number 22, Derrick Henry.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
Gain of 11 on the play.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play. On the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
The tackle made by
bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's McDonald. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yards. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, They made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
He's taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Hooked up on a Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
One of the big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First connection there of the had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Shoving his way inside the 35. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Tennessee.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 10, Titans nothing.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now left side on the swing pass. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Cook. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's good.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with McDonald. Complete. Jefferson the target. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, right? Because once he took over, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And the Titans first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Running from the gun with Henry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Ball carrier.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, it's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
His kick.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
17. Titans 14.
So just game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he's got room. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 36-yard line. That will go for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
Smith on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22.
From the 22, Tannehill. Forced out to his left.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee. Amir Abdullah deep for Minnesota. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. A final shot before break. McDonald lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot. Sports halftime report. Coach, a field goal the difference. 17-4. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the
So guess what? You adjust yourself. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's... They just fall short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 59 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage. Probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 34. 31 yards there and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it again with Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
24, Titans 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. of the gun. McDonald. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Two touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw a touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Bailey got the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up some flaws and hopefully they can correct it.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, McDonald. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. 3rd down here.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Play action. It's McDonald. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point try by Bailey.
Point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Titans 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Titans take over first and 10. At their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. The throw over the middle taken in. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Titans. 51 yards.
Down Titans.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Anthony Ferkser, 26 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Vikings 41, Titans 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Off play action. McDonald. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
To Herb Smith.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. McDonald. That'll be complete to Cook. They got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he's got some space here.
If you will lead
Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Pushes the lead up to an even 20.
The score, Vikings 48, Titans 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play action. It's Tannehill. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Tannehill's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again. And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. And that's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
4 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They run it again with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Vikings 55, Titans 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Khalif Raymond. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window.